Corrections, starting with Stephen. Um, you were for our icebreaker. We were talking about a song that gets stuck in your head, and the song that you mentioned, you said people called it a kind of hook. So p- maybe because you don't really call it a hook, but you get hooked on it. So people got hooked on it. Yeah, I know. Like somehow a lot of people say this in Korea. Like people call it a hook.
Hook
But yeah, hook song.
Okay.
But in English, we actually don't call it a hook song.
Oh.
Yeah, we get hooked on it. Like, so if there's a product that you really like, or a song you really like, or a TV show you really like, we always say like, I'm hooked on it. Yeah, yeah. Like, especially if it's something that you listen to over and over again, or do again and again, like by habit, like almost like a habit. So people were hooked on it, or it was a hit. That's another way to say it. Um, And then when you were talking about your 1 minute speech, you were talking about the new opportunities with your work. You said this is a chance to me.
Chance,
So this is a new opportunity for me, I think. Well, not that I think, but this is a new opportunity for me is better. And then you said the reason I was busy to get inbound calls. The reason why I was busy was because I was receiving inbound calls, yeah. And then last, you said, when I'm speaking in Korean, I'm really, really fluent speaker. I absolutely believe you. But when I speak in Korean, this part, instead of really, really fluent, because I mean, it's kind of obvious that you're fluent since it's your your native language. So I am. I mean, you could say like I'm a great speaker. I speak very well. I speak creatively. I'm let's see.
I would be great.
Great. Okay, I'm a great speaker. Yeah, we'll go with that. Heijin, you for your table topic, you said we have our talent. We believe. Maybe I think I would change the order of that. We believe we have certain talents. Maybe. I have to stop saying maybe. It's actually not correct to say it so much. I always try to teach people to stop saying things like maybe and kind of because it doesn't sound clear. It's very passive. And in the workplace, you don't want to say maybe a lot. So I'm correcting myself. So we believe we have certain talents. And then you said, I'd like to have talent at drawing or painting. I would like to be able to draw or paint. You can also say it as like I'd like to be able to draw or paint well. And then you said every 9 o'clock in the morning. You were talking about checking your horoscope. Again, the order has to change. Every morning at 9 o'clock. And then last, you said, if I plan something, I do immediately. So the correct grammar should be, if I plan something, I do it immediately. And I also want to suggest, I'm a go-getter. Do you know what's a go-getter? Like you always gotta go and do it. Like so you're. Sorry about snapping my finger, but that's the motion that we have about go-getters. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm a go-getter. So, and then we snap our fingers to show, like, like be fast, like hurry up, So I'm a go-getter. I like to, go and do things. Or you can also say, once I commit to something, I had to do it immediately. So grammatically, you were correct. I was just giving you like some other options. Jinyoung, I just got one for you today. These days, I've tried so many things. So I always point this out to people about using these days. These days gets kind of overused, and I'm not sure why, but I always hear it in Korea, like these days, these days, these days, these days. So, and actually you said, I've tried so many things. You can actually say that without saying these days. It's not really necessary. You can just cut it out. I've tried so many things. Or at this time in my life, I've tried so many things. Or at this point, I've tried so many things. But saying these days is actually not necessary.
How about recently?
Well, I mean, to say recently I've tried so many things would mean that you've tried it like in the past few weeks or past few months. So if that's true, you can say it that way. Yeah. Some people say nowadays, I guess that's currently, but yeah, maybe recently is okay if it's something that's not too long ago. Yeah, we can stick with that. Recently is good. Yeah, thanks for correcting me on correcting you. Sangmi, you were talking about the social media influencer on Instagram, the one that's Heijin's neighbor. You said her first selling product was a soju glass. The first product she marketed. The first product she marketed was a soju glass. And then last, you said, these days I learned swimming. These days I am... How do you learn swimming?
Going for a swimming class?
Yeah, I guess I'm in a swimming class. Are you in a swimming class? Okay, so these days these days again, I should stop saying that. I'm taking a swimming class. Yeah, I'm taking swimming lessons. It's swimming lessons. Yeah, sorry. So I'm taking swimming lessons, and then you could just say it that way, and then if you say I'm taking swimming lessons, because it's taking, we would automatically assume that it's current. So and those are your corrections. Thank you guys very much.